On to this online session. This online session focuses on verb agreement. I am Madhavi Latha, Assistant Professor of English at NNRG Education Society's group of institutions and also a research scholar at Usmania University. So, what do you mean by subject-verb agreement first of all? So, in a sentence, you people have an idea of subject. Yeah, there are some. I brought you some sentences. Okay, now here the movie were a good, suppose there are errors in the sentences, but before that let's know what a subject is so that you can easily understand what is meant by subject verb agreement. Now if I say the movie were a good match, it's not where it was a good watch. Now here we are talking about the movie, therefore it's a subject. Suppose if I say Ram eats an apple daily, Ram is doing some action in the sentence, therefore Ram is a subject. The Taj Mahal is a beautiful monument. If I say Taj Mahal, I'm talking about Taj Mahal, therefore Taj Mahal is a subject. Now if I say the movie was a good watch, though at times the scenes were a bit dragging. Okay, so then the movie is a subject here, though at times the scenes, I'm talking about scenes again, therefore the scenes is the subject. Now if you say coal is, it's not are, coal is so cheap, I'm talking about coal, therefore coal is a subject. Suppose if a dragonfly, I'm talking about a dragonfly, therefore dragonfly becomes a subject. So you people have pretty well got an idea what a subject is. Subject is a thing which we talk about in a given sentence, or subject is the doer of an action. Now with this knowledge regarding subject, we'll just we'll just read these sentences and find out the error. The movie were a good watch, though at times the scenes was a bit dragging. Have you seen an error here? Yeah, it's a was. And here comes were. And come here. Coal are so cheap that trying to generate electricity without it would be economic suicide, especially for developing countries. So what is the error? Can you find the error here? Yeah. Instead of are, we have here is. And a dragonfly keep itself airborne by creating whirlwinds and vortices in the air. So what is the error here? It's not keep, it's keeps. This is what subject-verb agreement is. What does it tell you? What is a subject-verb agreement actually? A subject should agree with the verb and a verb should agree with the subject. That's the thing here. The movie, it's a singular. Therefore, was should be singular. It's not were. Were is plural form. Now come here, the scenes is plural and we should have were. It's not was because was is singular and were is plural. Similarly, coal, no matter it's a material noun, it should be used is material noun. The gold is precious or diamond is a precious metal and all. So material nouns always do take treated as a single entity and do take singular verbs. And come here, a dragonfly. It's keep. It's keep. When you say keep, it's plural. It is plural. Like for singular plural nouns, do you remember singular nouns? Suppose a bag, if I say it's bags, car, cars, and book, books. Singular and plural forms of nouns, where plural forms have s, plural forms of nouns have yes as an inflection, like book, books, pencil, pencils, so and so. But here plural forms do not have s. Just this hint I can give you where you can easily remember plural verbs. Plural verbs are opposite of plural nouns. Just keep in mind in the joining s, like books is plural. Singular can be sit, plural can be sit. Like if I take verb like sit, sit is plural, sits is singular. Similarly, eat is plural, eats is singular. And drive is plural and drives is singular. So what's happening here is singular verbs do have yes at the end, like plural nouns do have. So singular verbs can be equated with plural verbs where s can be added. So this is a hint I can just give you where you can easily remember plural and singular verbs, or else it's difficult for us. Now when you say here subject verb agreement, he has given here a verb must agree with its subject in number and person. Okay, So here we can found here a subject, as I told you, a verb. Okay, this should agree with the subject here. That is nothing but subject verb agreement. And he has given you some rules here. Let's see what are these actually, what the table tells us. Here are some typical scenarios actually. Scenarios, instead of saying rules, I can say it's a scenario. Like if I say, if we get a situation like in the sentence like sheep or deer or species, these sheep, deer, species can be treated as singular or can be treated as plural. Okay. Like if I say the sheep is lost, when I say the sheep is lost, it means that it's a singular sheep, only one sheep. If I say the sheep are lost, that means it's not one, but it's a more. So according to the context, I can use is or are, depending on the deer is the most beautiful or the most loving animal or the most amazing animal to look at. Okay, and the deer are seen in the forest or seen in the deer park. Similarly, species is or species are. This is the thing. Now some nouns appear to be plural but are always used in the singular form. Now I said use sheep, there are some kind of words where it can be used singular or plural verbs, but some nouns, though they appear to be plural, they always take singular form. What kind of words are like politics? Mathematics is my favorite subject. Social studies is a subject which I do not like. Okay, if I say the furniture is very mathematics, social studies, if I say mathematics is my favorite subject, social studies is a subject which I do not like. I can say these appear, though they have s and look like plural, they always are treated as singular subjects and they do take singular verbs. Now here come here, some nouns appear to be plural but can be used in the plural as well as singular sense, as I told you here. Okay, and here what is in like jeans or scissors, or I'll give you another example like glasses, or so they always take plural. Suppose these words are preceded by this pair of, then they can use singular verb, like this pair of jeans belongs to me, this pair of spectacles is very expensive, this pair of scissors is found in the room, in that room. So that way you can use. So these nouns, they do take singular and plural forms, but singular forms they take only if they are preceded by pair of. Just keep in mind. Now come here, compound subjects connected by and. Obviously when compound words are connected by and, they are used, they use plural verb, like Mickey Mouse and Donald Duck are two entities. Okay, Mickey Mouse and Donald Duck are two entities, are the best of friends, plural verb. But sometimes these compound words also take singular subject. How if they are treated as single entity? Suppose if I say, here is an example, like bread and butter. Bread is different, butter is different. Is a popular breakfast. I am not using here are, I am using as he is. Why? Because bread and butter I am treating it as a single entity. Like if I say idli and sambar is my favorite breakfast. Okay, there I can use is. Time and tide waits for no man. Here time and tide, though I am using the conjunction and here I'm time and tide I am treating it as a single entity. So always keep in mind that you people have to guess the context, how the words are used, and then you have to write the sentence. So always you people have to guess the content and write the correct forms. Now there is another scenario here, like one of the subjects joined by or nor is plural. So previous class also we were discussing noun pronoun agreement. Here also we have the same thing here, like either David or his brothers are going for the party. As I told you, like whenever you get this either or neither such kind of forms, look at the word which is preceded by the auxiliary verb or preceded by the verb. So the immediate word which is before this verb, if it is plural, then the verb also will be plural. If it is singular, the verb also should be singular. So whenever you get either or neither in the sentence, just look at the verb. and look at the word which is before it. If the noun is plural, okay, or if the word is plural, then your verb also will be plural. If this word before it is singular, then your verb also will be singular. This is another hint I can give you, like either David or his brothers. Brothers is plural, therefore my verb will also be plural. Suppose if I say either David's brother or David is going for the party, because is before is I have David. Okay, here the sentence is not here, but I am just telling you really. Here before is I have the word like David. David is singular, therefore I am using is. So please be aware of this. Now come here, there is another one like collective nouns. Okay, we were talking about compound nouns here, compound subjects here. Now we will talk about collective nouns. Collective nouns also do take singular or plural forms according to the situation. Like for example, like the orchestra is going to perform before a live audience. And there is another thing, the jury is unanimous in its decision. So what's happening here? The orchestra is a lot of people together. But the lot of people together, I'm using with considering it as a single entity, therefore I'm using is. So the jury is unanimous in its decision. The jury differ in their opinions. The jury is a singular, is a singular verb, because I'm treating the jury as single entity. Suppose here the jury differ in their opinions. Again I'm using, sorry, here is a singular verb and I'm using it as a singular entity. Now here differ is a plural verb. Differ is a plural verb, and as I told you, differ, if I say differs, s is there. Therefore it's a singular verb. Okay, the jury differ in their opinions. Differ is plural, because here what I am doing, I am not treating the jury as a singular entity, but I'm just what is this, talking about each and every one's opinion in the panel, I mean in the jury. Okay, so that's a thing. Now there are other collective nouns like a staff. If I say staff, the staff is having a meeting today. Okay, what does that staff mean? Staff I'm thinking as a single entity, though there are more number of people in the under the term staff. I'm still treating the staff as a single entity. The staff is holding a meeting today. Suppose if I say the staff are leaving by 5:30 at 5:30 p.m. So the staff are is plural. What am I doing? I am referring to staff individually. So these are the things you people have to understand while using the verbs. Okay, while using the verbs whenever you come across a subject. Okay, you have to be pretty well aware of what those subjects are, and you have to adopt this writing a correct verb to the given subject. So with this, I am going to conclude my session. Meet you in the next session. Thank you all.